Yo, check it out. Time for the box seats. That's right. We bring you the best in counting and the best in sports. Brought to you by my guys, the box seats finest. That's right. That man right there is talent. That's Fig. That right there is the man himself, Mr. Rodney Perry. And let's keep going with my man, Mike Sean. And let's not forget the business bully. That man is Frank Holt. He's our producer. And special guest today, my man, Daniel Dugan. It's going to be a great show. Welcome to the box seats. What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry.
I love the opening, Rodney. I love the opening, man. That's sexy.
Go ahead, Rodney. But you why you had to put that spicy picture of me?
You got a lot of pictures, but you don't have none like close up. That was the only one that close up.
I was like a lip model. Like I was promoting my lips.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was like, Mike's gonna hate this picture.
Lip model.
Hey, that was a billboard for chapstick.
Yo,
Yeah, real talk.
the only thing funnier than the question was the explanation. The nigga had a whole answer. Nah, I've been searching all around your pictures. You got a lot of pictures.
I was ready, Talent. I was ready.
I had no idea my bottom lip was that sexy. I had no idea.
Oh, God. Hey, y'all, this is a brand new year, 2022, the first box seats of the year. And only way to do it is with my man sitting in with us, Mr. Daniel Dugan, representing the Bay Area. Now Houston bound, rocking it. Hey, man, how was that transition for you comedically, bro?
I did it quietly because I didn't want everybody praying for me because sometimes they don't pray good prayers for you. So
come on now.
when they
Speak
found
on
out,
that.
so I popped up in Houston and just say, "Hey, y'all, I'm at the crib." And Cat's like, "Wait a minute, you in Houston?" I'm like, "Yeah, how come you didn't tell nobody?" Because I didn't have to. Me and the family just got up and down. We didn't have to.
Let's go.
Didn't have to.
I love that.
You know?
Gangster. That's gangster.
That's super duper gangster.
That's gangster. Hey, well, you was in town. Why you didn't call me? Because I ain't have to.
I ain't have to.
At all.
Love it.
It's like,
Love
yo,
it,
hey, tell it. You know what that's what you say when you say, yo, I produce my own shows.
Right.
And man, and what's a trip, man, with the culture now, man. It's like, when cats are moving upward or moving to better themselves, I'm truly happy for you, man. But you got a lot of folks that have problems with that.
That's a fact. That's
a
fact.
So yeah.
And that's
I feel like
what
you're
that's
leaving them
one of
behind.
those things, man. When I say they did a number on our people, they did a number on our people, man. We do it so natural. We hate so natural sometimes.
Yeah.
It takes no effort. That's the scary part.
Oh,
Hate
shit.
don't scare me, but when
you
do
know
it so
it's
natural.
You're right, Talent. It's like today's culture, man. The weak and insecure run the world.
Yeah.
And they will take your wisdom and turn it into fake news and a lie.
Facts. That's a fact.
You preaching today. Wait a minute, man.
Yeah, you
Hold
do
on.
got dropping knowledge
Listen,
today.
man, you say anything else, man, you're going to have to pass the offering bucket.
Hey,
Wait, let me put
I
some
think everybody sound like this.
Vaseline on my lips so I don't make Mike feel insecure.
At least do me that favor. At least do me that
At
favor.
the very least.
That's
Hey,
right,
I
Mike.
think
That's right,
everybody
Mike.
sounds
That's right,
like
Mike.
that today. After Antonio Brown, everybody sounds deep today.
Woo!
Getting an echo somewhere. I'm picking an echo up somewhere. Hey, Talent, man, how was your New Year's, bro?
Hey, brother, it was fantastic. We did those 3 shows. We banged them joints out. They were all perfect, beautiful shows. The band did their thing. And more importantly, I got home yesterday just in time to watch my Jets act like they was a Super Bowl contender for a minute.
Man, did the Jets not look like they wanted to do something?
I was
I'm like,
hollering.
who is these niggas? Who masquerading as the Jets?
I was hollering, dog. Yo, I actually had to watch the game. I said, because I thought
Was it in your market?
Damn, I mean, well, I got the little package, but yeah, it was in my mind. It was in my mind. I said, let me check this out.
Yeah.
Minute I found out Tom Brady had no timeouts. I said, yeah, they lost. The worse the situation got for Tom Brady, the more I was like, yeah, Tom's gonna win. I don't know how we gonna pull this off.
The Jets coach blew that and handed them that win because
Jeff Brown text me
when you decided to go for the 4th and 2 excuse me, Frank, who the fuck ever in football is going to do a quarterback sneak for 2 yards?
Talent. Remember we had the same conversation about the Giants like 3 weeks ago. They did the same thing.
The quarterback sneak was invented for inches. This motherfucker got 4th and 2. I know what to do. Quarterback sneak, because the line's going to fall down and then just run over top of everybody on the ground. Nobody falling down, man. It's 7,000 pounds in front of you. 4th and 2?
Hold it.
Yo, man, let me tell you something. The only way you do that is if your quarterback is Cam Newton. Cam Newton is 6'8".
Even if it's Cam, it's a tough call.
I'm not saying he's 6'8". I'm just saying you can get it. You may be able to get by with a Cam Newton 6'8", 260, 70 some pounds.
Maybe you fake the play. Maybe you stick it in and
quarterback keep is one thing. Quarterback sneak, never worry 31st. You're never going to get 2 yards. You know what it takes for you to get 2 yards if you just coming in like the quarterback on the tail end? Bruh, that line got to go back. People got to fall down. You're waiting for too much to happen. Right. Better off doing a quarterback keep and go around the side. You'll get 2 that way. But up that middle,
and it's the worst ending to a movie ever. It's like all the drama, right? It's all the drama. We going for everything, y'all. F it. We not scared of nothing. A quarterback.
Now wait. Let me ask y'all this though. Ain't it a certain gangsterism to even go for it though?
Yeah.
No, that was bomb.
I like
half-yard line, yes. A 2, no. It just like the Jets was like, "Hey Tom, here, man, go and take this game, man. Go on, Tom. We don't want it. It's yours."
Here's the thing, Rodney. Timing is everything. This comes right after they got Tom back to 3rd and 38, right? He gets the first down. He throws a long pass. He gets up. They go for it on 4th down and score. They go for a 4th down score. The momentum shift. So now if your ass going to try to, I see you, I'm going to see your 4th and go, and we going to go, you cannot call a quarterback sneak. Not for 2 yards.
But you also know you deal against the great Tom Brady. Even if I get 7, he probably going to beat me with a 2-point conversion. So fuck it. Go for it. That's what the coach was thinking.
No,
let's get to the show.
Go ahead, get to the show.
Rodney, here's the problem. What you said, Rodney.
Name of the show is The Box Seats. My name is Rodney Perry. That man is talent. Comedian figures in the building. Mike Sean. And, of course, we're joined today by the great comedian himself, Mr. Daniel Dugar. Jeff Brown, hit me, man. Text me right now. All right. Of course, we seen Antonio Brown. We'll get right into it, man. He quit during the Bucs-Jets game. So all this happening we just talked about, and Antonio Brown quits. First of all, what are y'all thoughts on a man quitting? Now, we don't know what transpired. Did the coach say something to him? Did blah, blah, what happened? But, man, Mike Sean, man, what's your thoughts on just quitting, period?
The coach said for Tampa Bay was quoted in saying, he asked Antonio Brown to get in the game twice, and he said no. So he said, "Well, then get out of here."
Now, what I heard is that Antonio felt like he wasn't completely healed, and that he didn't want to go into the game because of that. And coach was like, "Go anyway." Anybody heard that?
Yeah.
But I've heard that too. But then you just sit on the bench. You say, "I can't make it." You go to a trainer. Say my ankle's hurting. The trainers come around like just a regular dude would normally do. Trainer comes around, checks it out, and goes, "You know what? He might have a point." And unless we do X-rays right now, there's no way I can argue with this dude and say his ankle's okay to play.
Right.
But when you proceed to have a meltdown in front of 80,000 people, there's a bigger problem here.
Well, hold on. This ain't Antonio Brown's first meltdown, Duke. What are you thinking, man? Is he off his rocker? Is it mental health? Does he deserve a pass a bit on this?
I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose him, but I could just say this: his track record and what we see with the eye test, this dude is too talented to not have something possibly wrong with him, man. We don't know, but I'll say this because I've been reading the post, man, and everybody talking about, they denied him his 3 bonuses that he could have got and whatnot. So Tampa Bay is at fault. I think that's bullshit because if he had not played the game with the fake vaccine cards, he lose 3 games on a suspension. He would have been got those damn bonuses. So you can't, and plus he had another game next week. So you had a whole quarter that you could have played in yesterday. Not to mention some of the third, you could have got them 5 catches. You could have got that touchdown. You would have got that bonus. But this shitty contract that you had is because of you lost the bag with the Raiders on some guaranteed shit that you had. That's why you got this shitty contract. So you got to say to yourself, man, I don't know if it's CTE. I don't know if it's mental illness, but he needs to be checked out because his track record is not normal.
Hey, Talent, man. Daniel makes some great points, man. Is it the money? You know, I mean, guys, some guys, if their money ain't right, they can't get right.
Right. Well, if it was the money, here's the thing. By leaving, you default in a lot of that money. It's people that go to work every day at jobs they don't like, but they need that money. So they show up. They show up, they suck it up, pause, and they go in there and work for a supervisor or a boss or a coach that they can't stand because they need that money. So I don't want to hear about the money when it comes to him. Here's my thing. No matter what was said and what's on the table, this is all his fault. This is all bad for him because you have to carry yourself a certain way. To whom much is given, much is expected at all times. You know, if we be at comedy shows, there's people we want punch in the face, but we can't. Why? Because we're the comic on the show and we need to conduct ourselves a certain way. It's going to come back on us. The way he handled this, I don't care if the coach got an argument with him. I don't care if he felt Brady should have threw it to him 3-4 more times. I don't care what the situation is. The way he handled it was an embarrassment. I'm sorry. That's an embarrassment. You get post-game interviews. You get pre-game interviews. That man could get on any sports show he wanted if he had to voice something. If he wanted to voice something and say, screw this team, man. They did this, they did that. It's a way he could have did it. The way he did that, you got people, the NFL, the system, and da-da-da. Well, how about a little accountability on the person who stripped down, gave a strip show on the way out of the arena? First of all, that's my arena. Don't come in here stripping.
Hey, Talent, you absolutely
go ahead,
right,
Fig. What's your thought?
He's right. He's right. You can't punch a dude in the face at the strip club. You meet him down in the train station after the show was over.
You're a dirtbag for that.
I mean, the guy. I mean, was it over his health? Was it over the money? Is he suffering some sort of mental illness? Is this his last shot, fellas? I mean, Antonio Brown had shot after shot after shot. Dugar, is this his last shot, man? You think?
You know what? Unfortunately, because he was a hell of a talent, but I can't put your talent in front of your health, man. He needs some inner peace with something, man. And I believe nobody in the NFL is going to risk their organization and trusting this brother, man. I mean, look what he did to Pittsburgh, too. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to trust him. I think it's a wrap, unfortunately.
I don't know, nigga. Let me tell you something. Hey, Antonio, you want some love in Chicago? Come on. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, Antonio.
I think he's gonna get another shot. I think the NFL is that disrespectful. They don't care about our health, obviously. Right. They don't care about nothing but the ratings, the numbers, and I think
what the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Somebody got a buzzer. Yeah, I think somebody gonna give him because they don't care if he's well enough.
And that's the unfortunate thing about that. They're looking at the talent over the actual human being.
Yeah.
Mike Sean, what's your thoughts?
The NFL, you know, I got beef with the NFL, but they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. If they tell Antonio Brown right now, we will not allow you back into this league, then we'll kill the league. They will be like, well, you let Josh Gordon back in, you let so-and-so back in. So if they don't give him a chance and they say you're out of here, then we'll kill him for that. Then if he has the rehabilitation and he goes to therapy for 4 or 5 months and they give him another shot, then we'll kill the NFL for that. So it's really, no matter what they do, they're gonna look like the bad guys. And I've been defending this guy all morning. And at a certain point, I had to get to myself and I had to check myself for a second. Because I really feel bad for Antonio Brown because I really think he had a televised meltdown. But like Taylor said, at the end of this day, we are all going through something. And if you don't decide to take care of it, nobody else can do anything for you. And it's none of their problems. It's not Tampa Bay's problem. It's not Roger Goodell's problem. It's no longer Tom Brady's problem. It's his problem.
Yeah, I think I can't completely disagree with you, but I think it's like what Dugard said is a culmination of things. So if it's what happened in Pittsburgh, what happened with the Raiders, I mean, he could feel like the whole world is against him. And I thought I found a home here with the Bucks and my man Tom, and then y'all mess with my money. Like, what the hell? I'm not good right now.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
No, there's not a
coach
coach
that get in the game anyway.
There's not a coach in this league. There's not a coach in this league that rides out for his players like Mike Tomlinson.
Right.
He rides out for his players.
Right. Go ahead, Fig.
That man disrespected Coach in his own meeting when he told him not to be on Instagram Live. I don't know what that noise is, yo.
Noise, man.
Go ahead, Fig.
You're on mute.
Oh, that's it. That was Fig. That was Fig's background noise.
Oh,
Fig, you still homeless? That was a homeless soul. Somebody building a house from scratch. I know
renovation over there.
That's somebody building a house from scratch. His deal fell through. They sent his money back in his account, and he went and bought.
Hey man, I got construction going on in my house. That's why I got to mute it. But listen, let me tell you what Antonio Brown did.
Okay.
We all got kids, right? We all got kids. We all had young kids in our life. Antonio Brown is like that kid that took his doodle pamper off, threw it in the middle of the living room floor, and ran around naked. That's exactly what Antonio Brown did yesterday, man. And we don't know why. Maybe it was Pittsburgh. Maybe it was New England. Who knows why he did it, man? Maybe he does have CTE. Who knows?
You know why he did it? The same reason we had that saw you in a group home. Let me explain something.
Yo.
Of all the days, Fig take days off for less. He took a day off one time because he was eating his Subway. But today he got the saw. He gonna be here.
He got mass construction going on behind him, and he's like, "I'm not taking this day off."
This was the gangster part. He let us blame you, Mike.
I like the way when Rodney asked Fig just said it, like you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like,
I think that was Mike. Hey, let's move it on.
I had to blame it on Mike. Mike got 2 houses, and I'm still working on one.
No, but real quick, if it's not mental health, it could be that Antonio's just an asshole.
Mm.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be.
Could be.
Now, I believe it could be mental health, but it could be he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
We all know some of those. But how about this?
Happened.
How dope is Tom Brady in the midst of all this going on, still finds a way to win? I mean, how many times you see distractions named as a reason you would lose a game? And he got the ultimate distraction. His teammate walked off the field naked through the field. He didn't walk around. He walked through the field naked. Tom Brady, give me the ball.
Tom Brady, one of the people I don't want to hang out with. He don't give a fuck about human beings, man.
Tom Brady, a robot. Dugard, man, is Tom Brady the GOAT or what?
You know what, man? It's crazy, Rodney, because he's a Bay Area cat. So watching him play high school ball he wasn't as great as he is now. But at first it was Montana for me, man. I'm just gonna be honest and just humble myself and say this cat has to be the greatest quarterback we've seen in the NFL.
Are you saying that Tom Brady passed Joe Montana?
I gotta say it looks like that, man. It looks like that.
Wow.
Because the consistency.
I wouldn't think you would ever say that, dude.
But hey, you asked me a question, and this is no ego here. I'm just being truthful.
Yeah.
Brady's consistency is crazy, man.
Wow. Hey, I gotta give Mike Sean love. Mike Sean said the same thing. Who else voted with Mike Sean?
Nobody.
Taylor voted for Richard Todd.
I voted for Richard Simmons. And 1 and 2.
No.
I'm still over here with a Jim Plunkett tattoo.
Hey, let's keep it together.
The greatest quarterback to ever play in the NFL.
Fig, your take on Tom Brady this weekend, man. I missed everything that was going on. He still found a way to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what, man? At this stage of the game, Tom Brady's level of concentration is on the next level, man. He dealt with Bill Belichick and the Patriot way for almost 20 years. He has pretty much zero athleticism. So his dedication to study, film, the game, both sides of the ball, and to details is what makes Tom Brady probably one of the greatest. I mean, how do you pull out a game when you losing at the end with a few seconds left on the clock and Antonio Brown is in the huddle naked? How you do that? He was in the huddle with no clothes on, damn near. And Tom Brady was still able to pull this game out, man. It's great. It's a credit to Tom Brady, man. Listen,
it just goes to show you. It goes to show you it's always about the team, not the individual, man.
The amazing thing about Tom Brady is that he's missing his best receivers, and they just throw a receiver in there, and all of a sudden the receiver looks like he's an all-pro out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like they just throw somebody in there, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw this fourth down pass to you. Why not? And
what about Rex Welker and Edelman? Who heard of Welker and Edelman? Before Tom Brady got him, and where are they now?
But he had a training camp.
Got him, who were they, and where are they now? These guys was like two chipmunks, man. They was like Echo and Jekyll before.
Edelman's another Bay Area cat.
All of a sudden, they damn near Hall of Fame.
Well, Wes Welker was balling in Miami before he went to New England. But I get what you're saying. But Wes Welker was balling in Miami before he went over there.
Okay.
But you know what? All you have to do is be a great route runner. Yeah. And that's what those cats are. They are like Bolitnikovs of today. You don't have to be the greatest athlete. Those guys are great route runners. And DBs and safeties, they will overlook them for lack thereof physical attributes.
Right.
Them cats will hit the tic-tac-toe and the X and the O, and boom, first down. And they constantly do that.
Hold up. Did you hear what he said? He said Bolitnikov.
Yeah.
Who even remembers who that was? Yo, Bolitnikov.
Come on, man.
This was that was like the first receiver that I know that ever played with quarterback shoulder pads on, and they thought he was crazy. He wanted little shoulder pads, and he was still able to do all his Bolitnikov. Yo,
he was the Bob McAdoo of the NFL. He was the Bob McAdoo of the NFL.
You got some respect, Fig? Got some respect from you?
Oh, no doubt, man. No, Bolitnikov, I ain't heard that name in years. I thought he was talking about the Russian president.
I thought Bolitnikov was one of them dancers.
Doing pirouettes, huh?
Right, getting it. hey yo, talent, man. Your team was at the end of this Brady thing, man. Your guys played like fucking lights out yesterday.
Yeah.
Does this give you some hope, man, for the future of the Jets?
Well, I mean, I feel like about my Jets, like I do my Knicks. I know that they've made the moves. They've stacked the team with some real young talent. They just got to learn to play together. And as you can see, as the season went on, because it took us a long time just even to get that first and second win. So as the season got past half point, you start to see the Jets play together. They come up with an L, but they're putting points up. That's your first sign. Your first sign is, can this team collectively score and stop some scoring? You've seen both yesterday. They scored and they stopped some scoring.
They look great. Even my Bears managed to get a win yesterday. I was happy about that, even though their win trashed my fantasy and I'm out. So, damn it.
your team can't do nothing right for you, homie.
A bad day, dude.
I would love to joke with y'all, but my Giants suck too. So
Joe Burrow throw for 500 yards to the other receiver. Last week he threw to my guy. This week he don't throw to him one time.
Hey, Joe Burrow, listen. Joe Burrow's a bad boy, man. I couldn't believe that he was doing this good, man.
Joe Burrow for 2 weeks straight, 500 yards passing. I mean, is Cincinnati the truth, Mike Sean?
No. They got 2 receivers that have already caught for over 1,000 yards, and their third receiver is about to crack 900 yards.
Wow.
You know how crazy that is right there, that your third receiver is going to crack 9. Listen, man.
And the whole team was pedestrian for the first half of the season.
That's
No,
crazy.
Rodney, Joe Burrow is so good. New York City is about to add a 6th borough and make Joe one of them.
The Boogie Down Jones.
Turn that construction back on. Turn that goddamn construction.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to these Cincinnati Bengals, man, but Joe Burrow's been balling out of control the last few weeks, man. Do we got to keep an eye on these guys as far as the playoffs goes?
I always knew this kid was pro ready though from college. Yeah, okay. I knew he was pro ready. Cincinnati is making some noise in their division. They realistically do have a shot. Realistically,
right?
Will it happen? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. But they are making noise. They knocking on the door.
Can I say something about this though, Rodney? May I, if I would?
Go right ahead, comedian Fig.
I think they slight in Cleveland, man, because Baker Mayfield, when he got to Cleveland, you could cue them up every damn year with 1 to 2 wins. Now these guys are vying for the playoffs every damn year. This kid had 4 different head coaches, coordinators, and the whole thing, and they talk about this kid like he's trash, man. I don't get it, man.
No, he's super. He's DJ Average. That's what he is. He's DJ Average.
Listen, how are they winning? How are they winning?
With Nick Chubbs in their running game. With Nick Chubbs in their goddamn running game. That's how they been winning.
Cleveland was slated for 1 to 2 wins
let me tell you something.
The last decade.
I'm going to eat my words right now. Matthew Stafford just showed me that Baker Mayfield not being able to get the ball to Odell Beckham is a goddamn shame. Like Odell Beckham done joined the Rams, and all of a sudden, Stafford.
Everybody stop right there. Stop right there. Mike Sean is about to say something good about Odell Beckham. Go ahead.
Stop the presses.
He didn't even have a preseason, and Matthew Stafford had enough confidence in him on a 4th down play for the game to keep the drive going, to go to Odell, and then score another touchdown with him. Baker Mayfield had this dude. And people were acting like Odell was the problem. Even I said it. I thought Odell was the problem. Odell wasn't the problem. It's average Joe Baker Mayfield. He's just a cool quarterback. He's not whack. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He's just a 7.
Yeah,
but they want him to be so great.
Yeah,
he's average to me.
But that's always the problem when it comes to quarterbacks in the NFL. If they pick him, they're gonna act like he's great before he's great.
Right.
Wow. How about this, guys? And let me answer Fig's question. It's Cleveland. Period. It's Cleveland. That city, they just got their basketball mojo off of them. They need to get the mojo off of them. They cannot win. I got friends that love Cleveland. They're from Cleveland. David Arnold, Cleveland. Who else is from Cleveland?
Courtney G.
Willie, Cleveland. All these Clevelanders, right? But guess what? Cleveland people are losers.
Oh my God! Where did we go? How did we?
I said it.
How we get here?
I said it, Mike Sean.
What the?
And they love the little brown team. I was in Cleveland. I was sitting at the smoke bar. I was smoking with these guys, and they was like, Rodney, they're gonna do it this year. This is gonna be it. And what do they look like now? They got the sad face.
I just like to put this out there. I love you, Cleveland. Bring me out there.
I love Cleveland. I love you, Cleveland.
Love what you guys are doing out there.
I love you, Cleveland. But the Cleveland Browns are not ever going to win.
Hey, Cleveland, what you've done with your downtown area is historical. I just want to let you know.
That's LeBron. LeBron did that.
Hey, it's the residents of the taxpayers
of Cleveland. The basketball team did that. That football team ain't did one thing for Cleveland, and they never going to do it. I tell you.
Hey.
All right, let's move on, guys.
Hey, let's salute Jim Brown real quick.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Rodney. Did
you say Jim Brown?
The basketball team did put down together, but let's give credit to the Cleveland Browns. They opened up 2 Planned Parenthood.
What they open up talent?
To Planned Parenthood.
But they weren't regular Planned Parenthoods. Those are extremely. Those are like platinum package.
Word
Planned
to
Parenthood.
Like when you go to that parenthood, they'll actually take care of your other kids that are alive.
Hey, we talked about this. Ben Roethlisberger, he might be playing his last game. Should he pack it in? Mike Sean.
Let's make this quick. Yes.
Comedian Fig. Is the big burger, should the big burger start flipping big burgers?
Listen, he need to retire, move to California, and open up a fat burger. That's what.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that yes, on the initial question, he should retire, but I think he immediately needs a job in the organization because he's been there long enough to be worthy for whoever that next quarterback is. Or quarterback.
You gonna get Mike Tomlin fired? Shut up, Talent.
No. Talent.
Talent.
He's a human resource nightmare. Talent.
No. Quarterback consulting something. I like to see him go to work. That's how that team is, man. That team is capital L loyalty.
Yeah, I completely agree. Talent. They're gonna give him some if he wants it. He may go into the commentator box though. Daniel Dugard, cool. Man, what's your thoughts? I mean,
I agree.
Great career. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. Should he pack it in?
Well, they're gonna give him Hall of Fame, but I agree with Talent. That organization is definitely CMB. They're definitely loyal. And
wait, what are they? CMB?
CMB.
CMB, man. And my brother's keeper.
CMB. That organization is definitely that. I think that'll be a good move putting him in the front office.
Yeah.
That is a sexual harassment charge waiting to happen. I don't know what y'all are wilding. If he not throwing a football, get the fuck out this.
We already
know it's about to happen.
In the words of Jerry Jones, Mike, we'll cross that bridge when we get.
Yeah, when we get to it.
That's some real Texas shit. We'll deal with that when it arises. We talked about it a little bit. Let's get into it. Cincinnati Bengals miraculous win versus the Chiefs, and the Chiefs didn't look slouchy either. The Chiefs was balling out, knocked them out of the number 1 seed in the AFC. What are our thoughts about the Chiefs out of when they're not in the number 1 seed? This is going to be a little tougher road for them, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, good luck for them, man. But I think they built for it. I think they needed that little kick in the butt. And I think if you got him the way they played this year, they need to fight all the way to the big dance. You know, they can't sit in the comfort zone. They can't afford it. They can't. God forbid if they would have had a bye, they would have lost that first week. If they would have had a bye, they would have lost because they need all the reps they can get. They got the momentum still on their side, but they need to come from the bottom to get to the top.
Yo, Dugard, man, what's your thoughts, man? These boys played, of course, Cincinnati played, but the Chiefs are the Chiefs, man.
The Chiefs are the Chiefs, but you know, it's like, ask me this question next week after the Chargers and the Raiders game. Because I got a funny feeling the Raiders have been winning some close games, and that's what you need when you're getting ready to get into the playoffs. So if the Raiders beat the Chargers, I'm going to say that they actually have a good shot of dethroning the Chiefs and knocking them out.
Well, we know one of the Chiefs' number 1 rivals is the Raiders. And so I say this all through the season. If the Raiders don't beat nobody else, they want to beat the Chiefs and they want to beat Denver.
And then it's a different adrenaline rush when you playing your rival. And we all know it's based on matchups. But sometimes you tie the cleats up a little tighter and put some extra tape on when you playing against your rival, which would be the Chiefs.
Oh, you got a fan in the audience, Dugard. Oh, my God. Now I know I seen Dugard. Def Comedy Jam. Sorry, I'm late. Random. I know. Thanks, Sharonda. Yes, Dugard. You ain't on this show if you ain't a cold-ass comedian. You know, we just having a no sport. You know.
Coach Carter, baby. Richmond High Oilers.
That's right, yeah.
Yo, but it's funny that he brought up the Raiders because Derek Carr might be one of the most unappreciated quarterbacks in the league. Dog, he's lost everybody. All he has is Renfro right now as one of his starting receivers. And the guy's hung in there. I mean, he found out his coach was racist. Then he
You think he found out?
he probably knew that. But I mean, but it was under wraps. You know, if it's between us, once everybody else knows, then it's exposed. But then he loses his bomb threat to that tragic car accident, and somehow or another, this guy still keeps making it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he does look like he has eyeliner all the time, and that really bothers me. I don't know.
I think
Have
he
you
is
seen the
wearing-
eyeliner?
I think he had lashes on too. But
Yeah,
that's
there's
right.
a little something going on there. But hey, let that man be who he is. Let him be who he is.
He would definitely be that. I like the Chiefs. They're not the number one seed. I don't think they need to be the number one seed to win it all. They're heating up at the right time. Like they're getting warm at the right time. So I still like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But man, this Joe Burrow and these Cincinnati Bengals, they're gonna find a way to lose too. Because guess where they live? In Ohio.
Yeah,
What is going on?
Yeah, Rodney crazy.
I'm telling y'all, write it down.
What
Write
happened
it
with
down.
you
Hey,
in Ohio?
You the only comedian that could bash a whole state because you don't need that money. You don't need it.
You don't need that money. Yeah.
I'm going to Ohio. That's my favorite state.
I lie about the most hole-in-the-wall towns I play because I need that money. I want to come back. Book me. Rodney, come right on here. It ain't going to happen for you, you lousy sons of bitches. It's
But
Ohio.
listen, Ohio's so gangster, they want you to come just so they can tell you to your face you was wrong. They'll bring you out there, pay you extra.
I know that's right.
They want you to
Hey,
come.
listen, all I know is Ohio is full of funny bones. And I need to get that.
Funny bones.
There's one in almost every city in Ohio, and I only been to 3 of them. I'm trying to come back.
There you go.
Toledo, they
We
got
love
JD,
Ohio.
a bunch of-
Yeah, if you want to crack jokes about
Ohio.
Iowa.
I love
All right,
you,
here we
Ohio.
go. Here we go. Dallas Cowboys. Dallas loses a wild game to the Cardinals. Dallas ready for prime time. Are they ready to really be on this stage? Tyler says no. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, they are who we thought they were. Dallas gets you hype every year. And then that game come along with you bet the house. That's why Fig is homeless. You bet the house.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
Bet the house.
2 weeks ago, he bet the house on him, and Fig been in a hotel ever since. Listen, that's Dallas, though, bro. When Arizona's coming in, and they had the nerve to be favored.
Yeah, they went home.
They were giving them points. As good as Arizona's been doing their thing, we've been talking about it every week. Every week we talk about Arizona. And they're on the roll, they doing this, they doing that, they look real good. And then they the underdog yesterday. And they kicked their ass. I won on that.
That's a strong word. They didn't kick nobody's ass. They
Yes,
lost.
they did.
When
Yes,
you
they
the
did.
underdog, Rodney, and you win, all you gotta do is win. You kick ass. When you're giving
You
points,
talking
you gotta
about
cover.
Dallas Cowboys like they the Cleveland Browns. It ain't the same.
I want to come to Dallas too, people. I love
Shout out to Dallas, all the improvs.
I love Dallas. Look,
Hey,
I love
hey, listen. Hey, Rodney.
Go ahead.
Truth be told,
Tell it.
Dallas Cowboys got their ass severely whipped yesterday.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
That was,
Severely what? Hold on. What do you consider severely what?
Yeah, they didn't get whipped, y'all. They didn't get whipped.
listen, if you get beat by more than 2 scores, you got your
They didn't
ass
get
They didn't
whipped.
get beat by
Hold on,
more
hold
than
on,
two
hold on.
scores.
No.
Where they
No.
play at?
They played in Dallas.
They got their ass whooped.
They got their ass whipped.
No,
What was
let me tell you what happened.
Hold
The
on,
first part of the Mike McCarthy debacle happened. The Cardinals fumble. The Cardinals fumble the ball, and the Cowboys recover, but they don't call it a fumble. But they can't challenge it because they ain't got no more timeouts.
Da-na-na-na.
The Mike McCarthy debacle's begun.
You called it, brothers.
He
He
blew
only
it.
got 2 jobs, man. And
Oh,
he
they
messed
came
up.
back.
Yup.
Okay.
He wasted timeouts. He got caught. Arizona did this brilliant thing where they faked the field goal. They put everybody out there to fake a field goal. Then they brought Kyler Murray and they rushed him back on there simply so the Cowboys would blow a timeout. They did it exactly, and the Cowboys panicked. They called the timeout. Then he blew another one on an out of bounds play when he shouldn't have called it. He should have came up and spiked the ball and kept it moving.
Right.
Mike McCarthy, you are my savior. And I don't know what's wrong with Dak Prescott lately, but he got some shakiness going on. And I defended this guy out here because, you know, these cats out here.
Yeah,
in Texas
he had some moments of greatness and clarity, though.
Yeah, he did, but he had some shakiness.
Yeah,
He was
but
shaky records.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he turned shaky. Here's the thing. You know what the problem is? And this, Rodney, you're going to like this because I'm going to give LeBron props for one of the few times that I do.
God, I can't
You know
wait.
why you got to give LeBron props? Because when his hairline started going, it didn't affect his numbers. When Dak take that helmet on, you see what's going on with Dak? I think it's affecting his numbers, his stats and how he played. A lot of people don't get sidetracked by which one got time for that. Look, KD. KD got skin eczema all up in here. That shit.
What he got?
He got scalp eczema. He ain't got time for that shit though. He dropping 40 on your ass. Dak Prescott, I think he watches his own tapes, and I think he getting a little distracted.
I also have a problem that I watch. I don't like my quarterback having mattress commercials.
Dak needs this right here, man. That's what Dak needs. He needs this little pump thing right here that it just blazes him up. You know what I'm saying? Just get him right.
You got the smooth brown black man head. This Dak light skin. He need this shit. Dak need this.
Hey, listen, you know the problem with Dallas? They beat the okay teams. Dallas beat the so-so teams. When you get a team that's contending, that's supposed to make it to the dance, Dallas don't do so good, man. I'm telling you, if you watch the record when Dallas played the good teams, they don't do so well, man. They ain't going nowhere this year. I'm gonna take that back. Dallas is going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna get tickets like everybody on here, like the Bucs.
No, I knew it was a problem.
Hey, man, you know somebody who we really need to be talking about that could possibly go to the Super Bowl?
Go ahead, D.
It's Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're getting Derrick Henry back at a good time.
Quit sleeping on the Patriots, too.
Well, first of all, that's the performance of the day yesterday goes to the Patriots. How the hell you put up 50? You blew these motherfuckers by 40 points. You put up 50. Bro, they was given 17. You know, I took the underdog 17. Nobody getting blown up by 17.
All right, so we're definitely going to cover the Titans.
Well, they scored so much. I thought I was watching college basketball.
That was crazy.
We're going to have to turn back on Fig's blender.
He over there juicing, Rodney. He juicing.
Jalen Ramsey, did y'all see this on the sideline? Jalen Ramsey smacks his teammate, Taylor Rapp, during the Ravens Rams game. Y'all see this other day was going at it on the sideline?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they football players and volatile people do volatile things. Yo, D, you see that on the sideline? Well, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that the team is about to implode or what?
When emotions are high, logic is low.
Wow.
Well said. Well said.
I'm about to go upstairs and beat my wife. I'll be right back.
What are we doing? What are we doing with you today?
I'm out of control. I'm sorry. That was a joke for the wife beating people.
I think we overstate like smacks amongst athletes. It's not like I seen a comedian get smacked and he still had a good set.
Jason, no. If you smack me, nigga, I'm having a horrible set.
No, he had a good set. It was quality. It was.
Yo, Jason D. Hayes said, as a Florida State fan, Jalen has always been crazy. There's nothing new for him.
I'm sure he didn't smack a defensive tackle. I'm sure he knew exactly.
He's another big dude. Sure did.
He said, "You smacked me. I'm having a good set." Let me tell you,
it was 600 pounds between the two of them.
Damn, Jalen.
What was the question?
What did you say, D?
I said it was a lot of weight in between the two of them. So he
cool 600 pounds.
Yeah, that'd have been a good one.
Yo, when them two guys go at it, there's gonna be a lot of furniture moving going on. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, the Titans.
Yeah,
our number one seed now. Derrick Henry is coming back in maybe 2 weeks.
That's the team to watch.
Matter, Dugar. You already alluded to it, man. This is a good look for Tennessee right now, right?
So they number one. That means they get the bye.
Yep.
So that means Derrick comes back. He comes back the second week, healthy and ready. That's a problem. Tennessee gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Derrick Henry's one of them dudes, man.
He is, but I got a question.
That is definitely the team to watch right there. That is, like he said, don't be surprised. They may make it to the Super Bowl, man. You know, if we look at all the teams that got to bye, Tennessee looked like one of the best of them.
My problem with the
Go
Titans
ahead,
is
Big.
every year they look like they're the team to watch. I remember when they went into New England and beat New England, like, this is the team to watch. Somehow, some way, Tannehill always gets exposed in the playoffs. Yo.
How come when I say stuff like that, I'm wrong?
But
What?
their defense, though, Mike, their defense.
Yeah, but that Tannehill always gets exposed because that defense can only hold up but for so long. Like, if you're gonna have to play against Mahomes, you're gonna have to play against even a Derek Carr or Burrows and stuff like that. The defense is gonna give up 20-something points. A 20-point game is a good game. Well, now I need Tannehill when we can't run the ball. Because once you take that away from him and the pressure gets put on his shoulders, it seems like he fades every playoff season. But I think you're right. They are the team to look for. And I would love to bet on them, but I'm not.
Hey, Fig, is Mike losing his damn mind?
No, man, here's the thing, man. I think, I'll say this. They won a lot of games without Derrick Henry. And now he's coming back. I mean, they made it this far. He's been out damn near the whole year. My question is, Derrick Henry come back at the end of the season, is he going to be in football shape?
Well, you already know he already working out, man. Him coming back and them playing as well as they've been playing, it's not changing the subject, but it's almost like when Clay comes back.
What about Clay coming back?
That's a comeback I'm looking for.
But
I think Clay is going to be like everybody else that come back. It's going to take him a few weeks to get it back.
He playing
Clay, man. Look, my cousin had the game the other day against we're going. He said doing
NFL referee.
Before the people come into the arena, he said Clay hit 24 threes in a row.
Let me say this.
But he ain't had to guard nobody.
The difference between the NFL and the NBA, they let Clay go down to the G League so he could run and get in shape. I don't know what Derrick Henry. I know he's working out, but it's a different level to be in game shape. I think Clay could be in game shape because he's running with the G League.
Well, he ain't with the G League no more. He's at full practice now, and Derrick has definitely been quietly working and getting himself back right, man. We just don't see that part.
Yeah, I think
so
Derrick
with
will be
the bye
fine.
week for Tennessee, he gonna come back ready. Yeah. Only thing that we gonna have to put our antennas up is the contact.
Mike Sean, we got breaking news on the wire. We got breaking news. Mike Sean, I miss hearing you on K104.
That's funny because I missed the check.
Even.
Thank you, sweet. Thank you.
Good stuff, man. How about this, guys? Russell Wilson, been a great season. At the top of the season, he wanted to get out of there. Is he out of there this season? And if so, where? Talent. Oh, Dugar, you got it?
Go ahead,
Saints would be a great move for him.
Saints would be great.
Wait a minute. Whoa. We just gonna cut my man out because he got hurt? I mean, he was 5-2 before he went down injured.
Oh, you talking about Seamus Winston?
Yeah, he was 5-2.
That could be even trade off. That could be even trade.
I've never had confidence in that guy.
Oh man. I would have loved to see a healthy Jameis Winston with the Saints all year, man. 5-2 ain't nothing.
He played a great season though. I don't think they're going to abandon him. And number 7 is looking better than the little running back white boy, big running back white boy. No. Oh, start right there. Joining us 7 is
Taysom Hill. No.
Joining us white boy, big running back white boy.
No.
Oh man, Jeff Brown. 7 is joining us white boy, big running back white boy.
No.
Oh man, Jeff Brown. 7 is
fellas.
Joining us white boy, big running back white boy.
We hear you.
Feedback from Jeff.
Can y'all hear me? Is that better?
Put you in a studio with Babyface or something, Jeff?
You stupid.
You about to do a versus?
Yo,
you about to do a versus?
You stupid. You are real dumb. Fig, Talent, Mike, what up? It's nice to meet you.
What's good, homie? What's good?
Yo, Talent.
What up?
Fellas, I'm so happy. I don't know if y'all know this. I left comedy a lot. I'll just write for people. I've decided to not write for anybody that got a house bigger than mine. I stopped. I'm getting down writing jokes for Jeff Brown now. and doing this thing at the Laugh Factory last night, Rodney Perry. Let me tell you something. It was going okay until I did this thing about how black girls treat cum like acid. These people came unglued. Just for talent. That's just for talent. Every comic I respect, I can do 5 in 8 minutes. Fig, I love you. I want to say this because I know you in Chicago. He is in a turquoise room. When you are in a turquoise room in Chicago, somebody got their ass whooped in that room. Somebody yelled, "Mama, I ain't gonna do it no more." Right in that room, right there. I think I'm the perfect addition to this show because I don't know shit about football. I haven't watched 10 games of organized football in my life, but I know a few names, and I have some very controversial points of view. And I love all of you gentlemen. What the fuck's going on?
Hey, Fig is actually in a giant blender.
Yeah.
That splash on the back of behind him is celery.
He looked like he in Apollo 13 on the other side of the moon.
Yo, it is celery and a touch of spirulina.
Okay. Stay right there, Jeff Brown. Get giraffe ball high and don't move. We got a couple more questions. Kyrie Irving set to make his season debut. He's been held down. He's watched people like
Stephen A. Smith.
All of them lie. They've been on him, and he finally makes his debut. Not in New York City, but somewhere else. Kyrie Irving to make his season debut. Talent, man. What's your thoughts on that?
Is it tonight?
It is Wednesday.
Okay, I'll catch that. I gotta catch that. I think it's great. We were just talking about Kyrie in the bar last night, man. He one of the best, bro. I enjoy watching him. I mean, other than your Steph Curry's, I mean, who's more entertaining to watch at that guard position?
And it's something about them handles, man, make you want to watch the guy ball out.
His handles,
best handles in the league.
Handles is crazy.
Best handles in the league.
Yes.
Yo, a Fig, man. Kyrie is on the way back. He took a stand, and when nobody else would. What do you think about that?
I mean, he took a stand, man. It was unpopular, but how many black men haven't done that in sports? You understand what I'm saying? We could talk about the Ali, the Colin Kaepernicks, the Jim Browns, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kyrie took a stand for himself, though. You know what I mean? And now he seems like he's being vindicated. Congratulations to him. I heard through the grapevine that when Kyrie makes his comeback, his theme music is going to be "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
You know why he's making a comeback? He can come back now because the vaccine don't work.
I tried to tell you.
When it was first being pushed, they frown upon anybody, especially big name sports star, that ain't get it. But now that we realize we're on the 16th booster shot.
Hold up. Everybody stop right there. Mr. Tony Royce checking in.
Oh.
Daniel was a hell of a basketball player. I'm 66, and I still got my shot. I still got my COVID shot. Daniel Dugard, you a hooper yourself, man. Talk to me about what it's like to come back to the game, man.
Come back to the game?
Yeah.
Like
after being out for injury or something.
Oh, I thought you talking about me coming out right now at 58. I'm about to be like, shit, I ain't playing no motherfucking basketball. Shit, not me. You know what, man? I've had an injury before, but mine was just really ankles, never knees. You got a chip on your shoulder, man. When you watching your team out there balling and you're an intricate part of that team, you got a chip on your shoulder, man. So I know Kyrie gonna have a chip on his shoulder, but when he come and play Golden State, he ain't playing.
Yeah, can't play.
So he's not gonna be a factor. When he plays in New York, he's not gonna be a factor. He only gonna be a factor at teams that don't have a mandate.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Golden State got the mandate.
Yeah.
Oh.
San Francisco has a mandate.
Can I disagree on the Malcolm X side of the game? Y'all,
Please.
I don't know. Rodney knows, Doug knows. I don't know if you three gentlemen know that I am not anti anything. I'm just incredibly fucking pro-black. I'm incredibly pro-black.
Right.
Okay.
I think that Kyrie, I'm gonna take you on the ride. It's gonna be worth the trip. I think one of the reasons that aliens have not shown themselves is because of how much we praise people who can jump 4 feet off the ground for, say, 15 or so years when they can travel through time.
Right.
And we pay those people what we should pay the people who educate our kids, and your oppressor shouldn't educate your children. Another subject. Anyway, what I am saying about Kyrie is that his mind state is going to spread like a virus. These young brothers are far enough away. They're close. The young brothers that play now are close enough to see Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and all those Jasper S. Shade Tree House coons fucking die, so that they can get to the point that it makes sense to them to not give their God-given talents to people who used to own their people. That's coming, and he is the birth of that. What say you, gentlemen?
Wow.
You know what? That's a great point.
Let me get at the mic, Sean.
What's in that weed you smoking, nigga? Because you just
hey,
nigga, I thought you had put Shane Forbes in that motherfucking smoking.
We only got like 5 minutes left. Mike, Sean, let me give you that question, man. Kyrie took a hell of a stand. He took a lot of flack from people like Stephen A. Smith. Do they have to eat their words now?
No, they won't, because that's how this game is played. They always change the narrative, and they always change how it's going to be perceived. Nobody's going to apologize to Kyrie, even though technically he was right. Nobody's going to apologize to Kyrie when the whole league has got COVID now, but you didn't want him to play. So nobody's going to come out their face and actually say, you know what, you had a pretty valid point. Even if you say we didn't agree with you, you could at least be manly or womanly enough to say you did have a valid point and you did have a right to do what you did.
They're not going to do it.
They'll never do that. But what they will do, and I'm going to tell y'all now, they're going to harass the hell out of Kyrie on the road.
But here's the point,
and that's the one unfortunate thing is he's not going to play one home game with the crowd is going to be on his side. So now he's going to have to take the harassment from all these people as he plays. And if he responds in any way, people that sellouts like Stephen A. Smith will jump down his throat again. So this man is now in another dilemma where he has to watch everything he says, because I'm telling you, it's going to be disrespectful what they're going to say about this dude when he's on the road.
Can I
go ahead, Dugar, you got final word.
So real quick. So can we all humble ourselves and say that something hit us pandemically that we've never seen, and we all tried to do what we felt was best? Yep. So you had the scientists and the doctors trying to say, hey, this is what we need to do. And you got Kyrie and other folks saying, well, I ain't putting that in my body. Do we really know? It's bigger than all of that, man.
Yes, we really
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead, Fig. You got the final word.
On the sports tip, basketball players or sports teams play the regular season with the hopes of having the home team advantage when you get to the playoffs. Kyrie doesn't have that advantage. He will never be able to play a home game. So whether he plays or he doesn't play, how good does that do for his home team when we know that the home team or playing on your home court is the most important or seemingly paramount when it comes to sports? How good or effective will Kyrie be?
Warriors in 6. Golden State in 6.
Hey, guys, great show today. The name of the show is Box Seats. My name is Rodney Perry. That young man is talent. That's comedian Fig. Jeff Brown joined us today. Super funny guy. Daniel Dugar's in the building. And let's not forget the great Mike Sean. Jeff Brown, man, what you got going on that we can look forward to?
Giraffe balls I'm doing later today. Thursday, I'm going to be.
What exactly is Giraffe balls?
Giraffe balls. It's a show on YouTube where I get high as giraffe balls, talk that militant shit I was just talking, and play funky beats. Let me put it out here like this. There are no comedians who do music better than me. None. And I challenge them all right here and now.
Well, about four of them died, though, so.
That's hilarious. Well, JB Fox is still around. He around. Fox, I love you, but you don't got none. And I can
Right. Well said. Daniel Dugar, man, what can we look forward to seeing you on, bro?
Jeff, you know I love you, man. And you play some samples and some tracks to me. And, nigga, I didn't want to listen to none of them anymore. So nigga, that
Hey, we got 60 seconds. We gotta go. Hey, Talent.
You are Kelly right now, my nigga. Do you mind if I give you some truth right here?
All right. Hey, what's your IG, Daniel?
My IG is Dugar, DUGAR 007.
Talent, where can people find you?
Hey, Talent the comedian. He right, Jeff. You did come in here like you're doing a versus. Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King ass. That'd be the best versus ever.
I have a dream to be. Big, how do we find you?
Boom, boom. Right there, baby. That could be
And Mike Sean, how do we find you?
At Mike Sean Comedy, January 13th, it goes down to Arlington Improv. January 13th, Arlington Improv.
Hey, that is our show for today. You guys have been amazing. I'm Rodney Perry, and the show is Box Seats. Yo, check it out. Time for the Box Seats. That's right. We bring you the best in comedy and the best in sports. Brought to you by